Hello people, maybe you saw me using SDR Console for receiving ISS images. But today's topic is actually for Meteors. How to receive Meteors. If you are lucky to live inside Europe, then you can use Graves transmitter, a link in the description, at 143.05 megahertz. This transmitter is high power transmitter emitting, it is made exactly for this purpose. So let me show you how looks Graves detection. There is some data, some website, not mine, how it works over the horizon. So you cannot receive directly signal, but indirectly by reflection from meteors. And for example, there is ISS, and we will try late evening. Right now is not position. ISS pass is not exactly where you expect. This receiver side of Graves transmitter. Graves is some Grand Receive. Oh, sorry, butchering French. And there is 4 transmitters. Usually they switching 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But right now I think it is continuously radiating everywhere to the south. And the position is somewhere in French, Eastern French. My position is to the right. You can see Zagreb, and I'm east from the Zagreb. And they actually emitting right now constantly, but on receiving side they actually switching antenna phase array and switching antenna to detect position of the meteors. But primary goal is not research meteors, but debris of the satellites, graveyard of the satellites. So for example, when ISS, oh sorry, my camera, when ISS are approaching to the debris field, it actually run a rocket to get higher or lower, a retro rocket. And I just, oh, right now one ping. So how to get there? You should first download. You can use any receiver. I'm using RSP Duo because it is low noise and covering a wide range of frequency without interruption. This means that all the receivers I have here, this one, this is excellent one, but it has problem from 26 megahertz up to 1.7 or to 2 gigahertz. I'm not sure. Yes, it receives from 100 kilohertz, but gain is not the best. RSP Duo receives from 1 kilohertz up to 2 gigahertz. And without interruption means that there is no holes like this receiver or RTL SDR receiver. So how to get there? You should first install installation. Choose your operating system. If you have 64, I will put link in the description. So scroll down, and the best way to download is web host. For example, I'm using 64-bit. When click here, it's showing me that is downloading zip file. Unzip it and install. I will show you something specific when you're starting this. So for this, we'll stop receiver. Range of frequency, bandwidth of frequency. First, let's switch back. Sorry. Let's switch back. If you are outside Europe, then we may choose some existing, if exists at all, a TV station broadcasting AM portion. So I'm not sure there exist many digital station, but also old TV from 44 megahertz up to I don't know how much. So you have, I will include this link as well. Try to find your local map where you can expect a TV signal. What I'm backing to this, because when you choose bandwidth, you can listen more than one frequency at the same time with SDR Console. This is excellent thing. I will show you how. So I will choose, let me say, select radio, RSP Duo, RTS dongle is currently here, not connected, but RSP Duo. Bandwidth 500 kilohertz, the narrower the better. Because if you choose, for example, 10 megahertz bandwidth, amplifier, preamplifier, will have struggling with all the strong signals. So for this purpose, I'm choosing 500 kilohertz just because I'm listening one frequency. So start receiver, and by default is something like this. You will get something like this, zoomed out completely. So now select here frequency with mouse scroll up and down, 103 0.5, and right click to 0 the rest. Center your frequency. Now you see that bandwidth automatically plus minus 250 kilohertz. Automatically adjust, or you can set here central frequency plus minus 250 if you choose 500 kilohertz. If you choose 10 megahertz, okay, it is then different. So you choose zoom all the way in so that you can clearly see. So now this frequency is 143.050. Usually I move a little bit 1 kilohertz, about 1 kilohertz to the left, and if you if you have no this USB decoding, click on 3 dots, then choose whatever you decoder wants to use, AM, synchronous AM, or there is stereo. I listen at stereo when some broadcast station emitting upper sideband right channel and lower sideband left channel. And you have also wide upper band, wide lower band, up to 20 kilohertz. But I no need that. I cannot hear actually. You may choose that for Doppler effect. When Meteor getting into atmosphere, it makes Doppler. It begins, for example, if approaching this transmitter or your receiver, it has higher. For this reason, I'm using ISB, upper sideband, USB, because higher pitch, higher tone, then lower. If receding, if misses this part, this between transmitter and your receiver, then it is lower tone. Now we cannot hear anything because of, for example, on IM or loud, IM is not so loud. I did not find any way to amplify except we choose receive and equalizer, put all the sliders up, or after doing that you save. I'm already saved this, so now prepared noise will be a little higher. So everything to the maximum. Now we can lower noise. So maximum level. Now I'm using virtual cable because in the same time when I'm listening ISS for SSTV or weather Meteosat NOAA 15, 18 and 19, 17 is out of decommissioned. So virtual cable I'm using listening. Let me show you how it looks like. Open sound settings. Sorry. Okay, now. So recording, put not line, this audio codec, but MIDI set default. If you open this, so this listen, if you disable, we cannot hear anything. So signal goes from the receiver to virtual cable. And on MMSS TV there is also virtual cable input, and the other program, I don't know how much programs can use the same audio. This is advantage. But when you want to listen, you say you put listen on this setting, listen. That is important, else you will have no audio. Now we're waiting for some Meteor. Let me zoom in even more to show you something. If it is too wide, this S meter, actually strength indicator, is protected by means of it goes below it. Just carefully adjust as you wish. Now, I don't like this S meter, so I will change signal meter to signal to noise ratio. So now noise is 20 dB. We can actually lower gain, so 7. Now it's much more pleasant to listen. Or I don't know, put back to 8. Star means favorite. When you start receiving, it will remember your first settings. IF gain. You choose IF gain and everything else so that is minimum minus 150 decibel or so. But visual gain also you may increase. But this is from time when I'm listening noise from the sun. 2 antennas phased array so that it receive noise from the eruption on the sun. That's why maybe audio is not so loud when selecting USB. Wide USB you have pretty wide. Let me zoom out. Pretty wide. Also you can widen if you need. Now, for example, let's say that you living outside Europe. So let's say we will move and you have 2 TV stations close to each other within this bandwidth. If not, choose wider bandwidth. So how to enable another receiver? When you click here, it will jump just one receiver. So you have receive and you have add. Receive, add another receiver. Now you have 2 receivers within the same bandwidth. You may add more. So for example, first receiver green. You select, put here, another one is here. Not sure whether both working at the same time, but yes, you can choose 1 or 2. I will leave on 1 and will delete this, close this one, minimize. So unfortunately cannot decode both in the same time. Let me see whether another feature which is excellent, signal history, beautiful. So now when I press it, second receiver, it receives interference, for example here. Let's say that it's strength of the meteor, meteor currently passing or here. Now, these lines, interference from my computer, how to deal with that? So let's say that we have here interference. I will disable this one for now. Go down to notch, auto notch filter, and click auto. It will, there is problem. It will automatically listen constant frequency and will bring those frequency down. The problem is, if you have a meteor which is ping, it will be audible. But if persist, so meteor dust ionization pattern remains for longer time, it will ping and ceases. So now run, and interference slowly fade out. If we change frequency, ping, So imitating Meteor. So better not having interference. I cannot choose. I may listen on laptop. I have a HP laptop, which is good because it has spread spectrum, moving frequency oscillator of the CPU, GPU, and everything else, so that it actually interfere, but very low level on each frequency. Complete is the same, but now back to, sorry, talking too much, back to 50, center, zoom, and we will wait until some meteor passes. Now, if we want to count how much meteors per minute, per hour, this option, signal history, is excellent. You can increase speed, medium speed, slower, then its whole history is actually here. But if you want to mess with, for example, Python, to count, instead physically counting how much pings, you may put program using CSV, Coma Separated Value. So you can export what is separator, define comma or tab. Decimal separator is dot. In creation we have decimal separator comma actually, but for this purpose is, and how often program records the same, but when you export, how often you measure signal strength. 100 milliseconds, this means that in 1 second 10 measurement, or you can choose 10 seconds, for example. I will leave 100 milliseconds. Now if you include comments and include frequency, bandwidth, and so on, you have header. So when you program your Python script, you should to read header, then select when to read actually those signals and export. It will ask you what to do next: open file, open folder, or show in folder. I will open folder. It jumps over here, and there is a CSV list. So I will open with Notepad++. It takes a while because I'm using Notepad++ for programming, also for remembering all files are saved in one place in Notepad. So how it looks like with header: created, date, time, interval 100 milliseconds, buffer seconds, I choose 5 hours, buffer rate 20, and so on. So you can read this, and then it show you frequency. So in 1 second, 9 hours, 5 minutes, 36 seconds, you see how much actually, how much data is. There is 10 readings. It is not meter shower. Oh, it is meter shower. Quadrantids. There is many actually overlapping. Oh, meter shower list. Let me see it. Shower list. List of meter showers, for example, Wikipedia. Is there any shower? Yes. Quadrantids. Now is December 31st. Happy New Year, by the way. And it's overlapping many of those meter showers. Not strong, but hey. And eventually some satellite. At the beginning, many Starlink satellites actually crossing this section. What is wrong with my camera? When you buy a cheap camera, you may expect anything. Small ping, you see that? and here is ping recorded. So let's make medium speed. You see small ping, you choose. What is definition of meteor? Is that size of dust particle, powder, baby powder particle, gravel, what? Another one, this one is longer, lasting a little bit longer. So you may sort, you may make Python script which will actually sort out, I don't know, per hour 1000 small powder size meteors, 50 gravel size, 10 decent size, I don't know. Sorting by amplitude and by length of the ionization trail, length in milliseconds or seconds or whatever. So let's see, maybe some order will appear very soon. Oh, I will disable. Sorry, I will disable notch filter because just one interference is not too loud. Just to listen. By the way, this one showing if you want to dock to glue to the. So if you put here, here, here or here, it will dock to the right. Upper part, lower part or bottom part. I don't want to dock because I have many monitors. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitors. So I can spread on one monitor receiver, on second there is OBS Studio, other data, I don't know, SST receiving, and let's back audio. By the way, if you want, you may actually adjust equalizer as you wish. For example, no need. Now I moved 1 kilohertz, so expecting 1 kilohertz. So you find 1.6 kilohertz. So you may actually lower noise, which is not important. Sorry, I'm speaking. I will shut up. Try. Small ping. So when you make your Python script, maybe it is better actually not using average of the noise, but some average of the peak. For example, now it's minus 124 dB, but it changes constantly, day, night, interference and whatnot. So maybe we should put some threshold, manually or automatically, then everything peaking out is actually counted as Meteor. You can visualize like 3D of whole band of whole spectra, but I don't know, it is just for to impress your friends. Before zooming, let me enable to see where actually this is wider band. Let me enable signal generator, stimulus, signal generator, frequency 143.05 megahertz. Let me touch with finger. You see where is how you can zoom in. So in theory, when meteor strike, it is somewhere here. This resembles FTDX 10 3D screen, which is okay, but I don't know, not useful too much, just for fun, so that you visually can observe those tiny meteors. Yeah, not so visible on 3D. Unfortunately, interference is exactly close to that. You can lower sound and go to sleep if you want to work over the meter shower. For example, on the 2 meters or 70 centimeters, your choice, MSK or bigger one, short lasting, but then when you hear, when you're sleeping, your brain, when you train, you can hear 1 meteor per hour, too low, 10 meters, maybe. If there is very frequent, then you actually, you can hear a strong signal. This one is tiny, but a little bit stronger than the previous one. This one is very short and Doppler shifted, so it lasts maybe 1 second, maybe a little bit more like 3 seconds. That is useful for MSK. Not sure about Morse code. MSK, I think, will decode it very good. Okay. That's all, people. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Again, thank you for watching, and bye bye.